Welcome to the channel. So I realized on my first recording and getting through this that I made some mistakes in talking about a modification that I make to my Glock pistols. Now, whether or not you get slide bite, this right here is a useful addition. All it is a chopped down beaver tail. Now there are things like the grip force adapter and such, but Gen 4 and Gen 5 pistols all come with a full length backstrap. Now most of those increase the size of the backstrap. I don't need that. The Glock 20 is already a large pistol. And yes, I have big hands, which is why I get slide bite. But even if you don't get slide bite, emphatically empty pistol, you have the benefit of utilizing a good grip, okay? You come in, Mr. Vogel talks about this, where you grip and then you rotate your fingers down and your thumb knuckle up. And so that looks something like this. You're twisting in, that opens the space back here, rotate your hand in, plant. Now your thumb should be on top of the knuckle of your support hand, and your support hand thumb should be up here somewhere on the front of the frame. So if you're doing that right, and you really torque into that grip and you come up without that beaver tail on there, that slide would be chopping my hand. I'm going to go into the rest of the video and describe how I get from a full beaver tail to this nice, well-fitted, functional backstrap, okay, that just gives me a beaver tail without changing the thickness of my actual grip. And I have shown a few other people how to do it. One of them actually is on our local sheriff's office, and he carries a Glock 19, and he doesn't have big hands. He doesn't have meaty web of the hand right here that risks slide bite, but he still benefits from it because it allows him to really choke up into the grip and control muzzle flip. Now, with a 10mm, you'll notice that if you're shooting a 9mm right, you shouldn't have much, if any, muzzle rise, but why not take every advantage that you can take to shoot a little better, a little more accurately, a little more consistently? And that's where having that beaver tail allows you to really torque into the gun straight from the grip when you come out of the holster, okay? So you clear your garment, you come down on the pistol. When I come up, look at this. Look at how high my hand is. I have meaty bit of my hand right there. I'm torquing into the grip, lay my other hand in there, and I'm good to go. So I'm going to get into the rest of the video now and show you how I go from a full backstrap down to just the little bit that you see here. Now you can make it a little shorter if you want. I like how it looks, I like how the end result feels, and it works well for me. It keeps my hand out of the way and allows for getting that magazine home every time consistently. So welcome to the channel, and let's get on to how to get this mod done nice and neat. So I'm going to show you a tip that I do with my Glock pistols, and many out there have already done, but not everyone has done a great demo on how to do it, and that is avoiding slide bite. Whether I shoot left or right-handed, I end up with little cuts and scars that bleed profusely because of the slide on a Glock pistol. I love the low bore axis, I love the way they shoot, and I happen to shoot them very well. But that doesn't mean I like cutting my hands up. So, safe, light through the mag well there. We have no round in the chamber. I'm going to let the slide down, no magazine. And I'm going to show you, this is a Glock 20, okay? 10mm big boy. And I'm going to get up on the pistol. I have space for a proper grip. Thumbs forward, okay? The way it should be. The problem is, I'm gripping exactly as I should be. And right now, if you can see that, that slide will come back perfectly, and the first few shots will be fine, and before long, I'm going to be bloody. Now, people say, oh, just grip it lower. I can come down lower, but now, as I push, that slide is coming back, and the whole pistol is torquing. If you can see that, watch the top of my hand. And I mean, I'm holding a good grip here, okay? But it flexes. I want to get up into the tang, grip, and then I'm twisting my hand, okay? I'm going to come around this way. I'm twisting, and then my thumb and the knuckle here lower part of my hand, I'm like milking a cow, okay? Grip, and then twist, coming up. And so when that slide reciprocates to the rear, perfect slide bite. Now, Gen 4 and Gen 5, Glock includes these beaver tail back straps. They are phenomenal, okay? They lock in at the bottom, they clip in up here at the top, and then you're suddenly able to get a grip and have that beaver tail. The problem is, Glock 20 especially, is already a large pistol. I don't need extra grip right here. In fact, all my other pistols, even the 9mm options, I don't need that extra grip. I mean, I deal with it because it's a 10mm, but I don't need the extra reach even with my long fingers, okay? So with that in mind, they include a few tools. Very simple, no frills punch. Already demonstrated, we have an unloaded pistol. You pop out that slide pin, okay? We have our little punch tool right here. That's included in the box. Keep that pin, don't throw it away, okay? Emphatically, empty pistol, let's be clear about that. Let the slide down. We're gonna set that down for a moment and take the back strap right here and a pair of heavy-duty scissors. In this case, they are Crescent brand, Home Depot, Lowe's, that idea. And what I do, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines of texture material, and then I press right here, snip a nice little cut right there. I come over here to the other side and line myself up. Same thing again, and clip. Now I'm able to kind of push and flatten that out a little bit, and the scissors, I can make a nice, clean, straight cut. And yes, I'm going to let that go to the floor, that's fine. In this case, the ground outside. I'm going to come over here, I'm going to angle across and make a nice, simple, little, short, 45-degree cut there. I'm going to come right here and make 45-degree cut there. And so right there, I trim that off, and then what I do, I take my knife very carefully and I clean up the edge right here because it is rather sharp. And yes, finishing touches at some point here as I work into it. I'll end up sandpapering it and really polishing that down, but initially all I care about is not having a terribly sharp edge. I got a little edge right there. Rub that down nice and clean. Come here on the inside, same thing. And you can see I'm just peeling off a little tiny bit, and all I'm doing is making sure that it's going to sit nice and flush. And I've gotten pretty good at rounding off the plastic materials like this, okay? Clean up that edge, and already I've made a huge difference in how that looks. So I have a nice, clean working edge and just enough length. We're going to bring the pistol back here. I start here at the top, go ahead and lock it into place. It clips in. There's a locking tab right here, and all I do, take that end, okay, it's designed to lock in there, press it into place, come in here with my finger, make sure it's lined up. I'm looking through that hole and I can see daylight out the other side. Let's give some light to work with. You can see the light peeking through. What I do, I grip my thumb over the trigger guard here, outside the trigger guard. Yes, it's an unloaded pistol, but it doesn't change. Barrel is still in a safe direction. Grip it safely, handle it safely. There's a longer pin included in the box. If you get these new, that pin is in there. I started in from the left side where all the numbers and markings are. Push the pin through. And my thumbs are so used to doing this now. I take the corner here of the tool. Okay, you see it's got a nice rounded little edge. Press it down into the side. Flush there. Check the other side. Flush there. the end of this tool is a perfect divot for centering that line up. And then I've maintained my grip size, okay? It comes down a ways here, and I'm gonna buff that down as I work on it, just because I want to clean it up a little further. But now I can get in, okay, as if I were coming from the draw. My hand comes in, lock up, and same thing as before, okay? My grip is gonna rotate and twist, but now that slide comes back and it's nowhere near my hand. I still have a good grip here. I can lock my hand in, thumb on the back of the knuckle of my other thumb right here. See that? Good contact, thumbs forward. That slide can reciprocate now with no problems, and I know that I'm good to go. The other benefit is, because of the way that I'm twisting my hand up, this is a loaded mag, we're not going to chamber around. I can come in there, because my grip is forcing up, I'm not ending up down here loosey-goosey and getting in the way of being able to put in the magazine. The other benefit, because of having your grip set properly, when I drop my thumb down right here, because of that beaver tail, it helps my thumb be right where I need it to be, in line to release the magazine. So there you have it, nice and simple, beaver tail grip mod, Glock 20 Gen 4, and takes you all of a couple of minutes to do. All you need is the beaver tail that's included in the box, okay, and a pair of sharp scissors and a little willingness to do a little bit of work. And like I said, I'm gonna put some time in here, and I'll take some 400 grit sandpaper and just buff that down a little bit, make sure I have everything fitted the way that I want it, and there you have it. Good to go. Nice, simple, easy mod for your Glock 20 or 19, 17. Gen 4 and 5 are the easiest, and if you have a Gen 2 or a Gen 3, you'll need to buy the grip force adapter that is sized for the Gen 2 and Gen 3. So there you have it. Avoid slide bite, enjoy shooting your Glocks, and better recoil control. Because now, when you rotate your hand right here and you do this grip, where you're twisting your thumb up and your fingers are kind of pushing down, that rotation is going to keep your muzzle from flipping. So it's a benefit in every way, and I like it. I hope you do too. Best of luck.